infinite wish glitch that like depends on how lucky you are. Like, I accidentally opened Stardew.
Okay, that's
It's
probably the only
yellow,
one.
which makes me think it's Fantasy Grounds because of the chicken.
Zach. Okay, so the only okay, I'm gonna get rid of that power because we got it with the weapons because I can't bother doing it every time. But there's one power that I've not been using that I want to use, which gives me +2 on attacks, but only when I'm in. There's no point adding it overall because it's only when I'm in um werewolf mode.
Mm-hmm.
How does one do that to the melee attacks overall?
That's very easy.
Because Feral Might, you get advantage on strength checks, strength saving throws, and you gain +2 bonus to melee damage rolls.
Just a damage?
Yeah.
One moment.
You could just do the what's it called? The archery thing, or it's just a status you apply to yourself.
Yeah, I'm grabbing duelist. Well,
Yeah, I don't understand. The power stuff is one thing that I've never been able to understand, so I've just, had to manually do it and stuff. So I'm slowly figuring it out.
That's not right.
Our dearest friend Dimitri is running slightly late.
Yes.
I think my AC is correct because it has that on D&D Beyond, so that's right. But I just know some D&D Beyond, I'm missing 2 damage, which, yeah. And also, now I've changed it to a Great Axe, so I should do a bit more damage, which is wonderful. But yeah, I remember the end of last session, I was basically reading through my stuff and like, oh shit, I missed stuff.
I don't know what the ability looks like, unfortunately. But I will look into it afterwards.
Appreciate it.
I've returned.
Where's the one that heals me?
Probably just gonna be like 2 space and then damage. All capitals, probably just DMG. But I'll figure it out after.
Yeah, it's all good. For now, I can just add +2 to stuff. Like it's all good. It's just I wanted to have it separate just because I'm not always werewolf, you know.
Well, let me grab some duchy appropriate music. There we are.
I've at least got that one power. I just got the thing that makes it that I can heal myself with 3 hit points anytime I'm below half health. Hopefully.
I'm gonna try something. One moment. Don't worry about that. I'm fixing that.
Are we live yet?
We are live. Indeed.
Howdy, goobers!
I went live at the hour.
Forgetting the name of Twitch for a second there. My brain is wonderful.
That's interesting.
What a lovely little orb. Anyway.
That's my orb.
It's an orb. It's definitely an orb.
Strange about it.
No.
It's always funny.
A face in the orb? I don't know what you're talking about.
Funny when a group sees it for the first time. They're like, "Has that been there the whole time?" I don't know what you're talking about.
Zach, on your overlay, your camera is non-existent.
Oh, that's not what we want. All right.
There's me and John, but there's no Zach.
While I fix that,
downstairs. Fuck it.
would anyone like to give a little recap of what happened last time? It was a relatively linear session last time.
I think I gave the last one, so I'll let someone else take it.
Alright.
Unless nobody
you.
What
Unless
happened?
do you want to do a recap or not?
Do a recap. Hold on, let me
Go for it,
put
bud.
on my camera. I do a recap. Because something very fun happened to me specifically last session. That I want to bring up. So we, I believe we were just finishing up Toulome. Isandra had some parting words. The last session was when we killed the Guardian, actually.
Yeah,
we were in Legarde Manor. We had quote unquote dinner with the Guardian, who was sent by Marceau Juste. And then with a unlikely natural 20 stealth roll from
O'Neil.
goodness gracious, Oakenhill, we got a stake in his back. And we didn't. That's not how we killed him. We didn't kill him then. Isandra Oakenhill and Etienne burned down the manor with him inside, destroying the manor and killing the vampire. We spent the night in the Shrine of St. Lucinia. All of our old NPCs came back. We all devised a plan. They would go north, we would go south. And so we started traveling. We got into an encounter with a giant. Oakenhill dragged it across the entire map about
Nearly
twice.
Looney Tunes it. I nearly Looney Tunes it. Nearly.
And then it was a relatively normal fight until the very tail end, where I got hit with a disadvantaged natural 20, and almost got killed, knocked out. But we pulled through, killed the giant, and now we are continuing to head southwards.
Indeed. Grab an inspiration for the session. I'm just going to add a very small detail. It was a very quick point because you all avoided the encounter. But you did all avoid a noble carriage. Which is to say a vampire carriage, because that's the same thing in the duchy.
It was heading towards Toulome, right?
True.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
We should have killed them.
Yeah, I probably should have actually. No. Well.
You get to stay secret because of that. And you did prepare people to leave. So. Probably best that you all stay secret for now, especially considering where you're going. Your journey takes another day and night and most of a day. As you travel along the road, there were checks done for your travel, and you had more successes than you had failures, certainly. So you will reach your destination properly. Crossing off the road, there's Light Force Station around you, where you know to begin. And you travel south into the woods, the skittering woods. There are old cobwebs, I make little air quotes, real webs from massive spiders that are not currently here. Then you can avoid moving through them. I'm going to ask for one more very quick skill challenge. Between the 5 of you, I need 3 successes before 3 failures. Else you may not travel through the webs quite so well. You can help each other if you are proficient in the skill the other person is using as well. In which case I'll just have you both roll and we'll take the higher of the 2.
Ooh. That's good to know. Can I just use the same one that I did last time and just Oakenhill using his sense of smell and hearing because he has heightened sense of both?
Are you trying to use perception?
Potentially.
If that's the case, then I think Isandra can also help Oakenhill, because Isandra is proficient in perception.
Wonderful.
Oakenhill can handle the smell and the hearing, and you can handle the is that tree a tree or is that a spider? Because that is a thing here. There are spiders that are disguised as trees.
I don't like it here. I know I said that last session.
Oakenhill's
this
at home.
place scares the shit out of me.
Giving me ammunition.
Yeah, this place is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna take a minute, sorry. Fantasy Grounds is just
no
updated.
worries, take a moment. We'll wait a moment on that roll, and I'll look over at other people, see if anyone else wants to do something as well.
I can do forest navigation with survival.
I can help with survival if not.
You'll be perceiving. So
Gotcha. Just checking.
Yeah.
I would like to move big things out of our way.
Certainly,
and
there's going to be a lot of that. So
I would like to move big things out of our way.
Absolutely. That sounds like athletics to me.
Perfect things. That's all I got. Seeing and moving.
Why is Oakenhill proficient in Arcana? What the
Ooh,
Shax
wow.
gets a +12, of course. Needs to roll like a 2. Boone, of course, you are feeling it today. And you are very strong as well.
Oh, this is like I didn't know that all the trees were bossor wood. That's so interesting.
And you can cut away thick cobwebs they require a sharpened edge, but they also require some strength behind it. You have to almost like snap them like steel wire. Jax can make sure you're all going the right direction. That is perfectly okay, especially once the sun is no longer visible.
Goggles, watch. I love the idea that Oki just looks so stupid with his little goggles on.
You can get that perception, of course. If you guys get 4 successes here, I'll have to find a little
I'll
nice
put
thing
it
for
up.
you all.
Another 21!
It's all 20.
That's insane.
Do you want me to also roll perception?
Yeah.
Yes, and if you roll higher, we will take the higher. If you roll lower, we will use the 21. The 20, just about.
Close.
The fact that we didn't get below 20.
And would you like to try something, Ferandra? Since there's no... If you fail, nothing, it's... You need 3 failures to fail, so...
You're right. Was looking at the things I'm good at. Nature. Why not?
Sure, you just
Jack
want
of all
to...
trades.
You're just gonna try and... You're just gonna try and see what's actually a tree.
In my mind, what Ferandra is doing is he's helping cutting the webs because he has a slashing sword that he can set on fire. That he's just like sabering away at cobwebs. But I don't think that would be like an attack roll. So I'm just gonna do nature.
If you want to make me an acrobatics check instead, that might be more appropriate. You're basically helping Boone press through a number of these things. If there's a point where there's a whole bunch of them, you can cut away at them at the same time. Well, Jax makes sure you all are going in the right direction, and Isandra and Okanil are watching out to make sure you're not cutting into live webs, ones that are currently in use, nor into a spider.
A what?
Yeah.
You just call it a spouter? Is that
spider?
There's a spouter. I was like, the fuck?
I just had a little tremor in my eye.
Okay.
That's all. Welcome to Streambard. And you all will handily make it through. In fact, on your travel through, you will come across a skeleton wrapped up in silk that looks to have been long eaten by the denizens of the forest. But they still have some equipment and a sack of coin. Now, if you want to steal any of their mundane equipment, you can, of course, but most notably, I get everyone to roll me a d20.
I would just like to go on the record and say that I am not thriving in this environment.
Wow.
See, guys, we had to get all the good rolls out of our system.
Yeah.
This isn't so bad. And then 16, 20. They've got 23 platinum and 20 gold on them.
The fuck carries 23 platinum around like it's nothing?
We do.
Yeah, but we're not normal. We're not normal.
Perhaps.
I look at the 80 platinum in my inventory right now.
Is it not normal to carry around a platinum bar?
No, it's not.
Not really.
I still only have 4 gold. I realize I still only have 4 gold. Dear Lord.
You know,
I
my family were merchants, and I haven't seen a full platinum bar until I started working with you guys.
I live in a fucking tree.
I would just like, if I could make a claim, I don't have any small monies, and if we are going to split up the monies, I would just like some of the small money.
Oh.
Well, I have 4 gold, so I'll take anything.
The platinum bar.
Boone, if I'm being honest, the only thing I'm spending money on is another diamond. I'm upset that I'm about to say this. I don't want this. I
Hey,
don't need it.
you have put forces into work in the universe that are going to royally screw us after you've said that.
I have plenty of money. It's fine.
I'm saving up for half plate because I don't have money.
How about you take the platinum, and then me and Jax can split the gold?
Sure.
I'm like,
What?
you can. I don't need the. I'm actually okay on gold right now.
I will be taking the gold.
How much platinum is it?
22 pieces.
I'll take it.
Enjoy your platinum and your gold.
Just increased
can now
my amount
actually
of
buy
gold by like 2,000%. Thank you.
You need gold. I can help you buy plate.
Well, no, we can't. I can only wear half plate. I can't wear like the heavy
Okay, well
stuff.
I can help you buy whatever armor you need.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Is there a shop nearby?
Whenever it comes into relevance.
I know.
Open
I know.
Use your head.
Evil.
I was being sarcastic.
Does Oakenhill have armor?
Chop through another one.
Like-
Yeah, Oakenhill has normal chainmail. Scale mail, sorry.
What is the dude wearing? What's the skeleton wearing?
Roll me a D100.
Okay.
The only thing that's better for me at the moment is half plate.
74, going up the list. Is half plate.
Oh my word! That is lucky. That
Maybe
is.
Right.
70 to
If
78.
we're
yeah.
stripping the body, then we're burying this poor son of a
Yeah,
gun,
I'll definitely bury him, but
as
I
Boone
couldn't
dares.
afford a half plate because it was like 250. But I'll take it. I'll clean it up and stuff. But
Zach, also your cameras are fucked up.
Oh god.
yes, for
I
four
always
people.
forget this. Here. Thank you for letting
Yeah.
me know. That'll do it.
Okay.
There we go.
Does that mean I can equip a half plate, DM?
Yeah, you may. It is old, and you're gonna have to clean it up because it's covered in webs
Yeah.
and also a desiccated person on the inside.
Yeah. But it means my AC is one more higher. I'll take it.
Are you not cleaning it off first, or you just?
Oh yeah, no. I'll clean it off later. Don't worry.
You put it
You're
on.
just gonna wear it now?
Well, we're in the middle of the woods with spiders that are apparently trees, so I kind of don't want to risk it. You know? I can clean it. I can clean as we go.
Don't touch me until you do that.
You know the floor. You know the DM. You know the floor of the forest. What is it?
Oh, it's
The grass?
it's just a pale undergrowth. There's not a ton of grass. There's patches here and there, but there's more leafy plants and twigs.
I'm
and
potentially going to do the
mosses.
most. I'm going to do the most dog thing in existence. Can I find a patch of grass and roll on the grass to get the cobwebs off, please?
Yeah, sure. You roll. You find a little section where a little bit of light peeks through, and you roll around over there. Boone, just add another to your concordance as you bury this poor lost soul.
That's better.
And it is, well, you're taking the time to get the armor and whatnot, that it's probably you, Isandra, since you weren't doing anything and you did perception. You'll notice a little ways in the distance, through the trees, a small hill that has a heavy-set iron door and a couple of statues out front that are made of wrought iron. One of a lance and one of a raven.
I'm so sorry, Zach. I'm way out of it. You said Isandra notices. I'm assuming it's going to be like the mausoleum or like something off in the distance.
You're in the right area. That would make sense. It's a very heavy looking set of doors leading into a small hill. So
I think that after we get our ducks in a row, we should probably head that way. That looks promising, as he's like gesticulating in its general direction.
That looks ominous. As Okino brushes the grass off from him rolling in the grass. No more webs.
That looks... The combination of interesting and ominous means that's probably where we're supposed to be.
Are you all good?
Perfect.
I am.
Thanks, so. Do I heal Zach?
Yes, you all will have gotten a long rest between then and here. Here.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Maybe just found half put on the floor. Amazing.
I would like to recast Pass Without a Trace while we walk up to it, so that our tracks aren't walking towards it.
Certainly. Certainly. Stepping up to it, it looks like there's been a few figures that have been in and out. Maybe not very recently, but their prints are still here, so it probably hasn't rained since.
Can you sniff around to see if he gets any more recent scent?
Sniffing around, you'll smell from the inside. It's like wafting from under the door very faintly, the smell of smoke.
Mm-hmm. There's a fire or something. That's all I got. The musty smell kind of takes up everything else.
Well, I mean, it's the right area to be damp.
Mm-hmm. Who wants to go first? Are we doing stealthy? What are we doing?
I can try stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
We could try
Yeah.
stealthy. We could also do what we've done before and send Jackson die ahead with the rest of the party, who's not so stealthy. Not that far
Okay.
behind, but far behind enough that Jackson and I have no issue navigating.
I like that idea more. I can see in the dark now, so I'm not as worried.
Yeah, and Jack says true shot, I think. Was it Jax or was that you? Okay.
Oh, I've got that as well. I've got that, but I don't
Oh,
want to use it
gotcha.
until needed.
Well, that'll be useful.
I am blind unless I have a light.
It's not great.
We've been together for a very long time. This fact has remained consistent.
I know.
I am willing to be blind, but that means I am blind.
After we take a look in, we can probably go in with the light afterwards.
I am okay with this.
Yes, Jackson and I can do the reconnaissance, make sure that there's no traps, and that we can go off without a hitch, you know?
Historically, something we're very good at.
Yes,
Our
especially
plans
when
always
the
go perfect.
people actually listen to the plans, you know? It's,
This is actually true. This is actually true.
Very true.
Is that calling out all one of us or all? I think, yeah.
I think all of us.
I'm gonna just keep messaging one of you. Just reply at when you guys need us.
okay.
That works.
Okay, I'll sit down. Pulls out sets of cards. Okay.
The two who are stealthing up ahead, you need to give me a stealth check. You, of course, have Pass Without a Trace for an additional +10.
Yeah,
Can
I
I get-
do.
Can I give Sandra a party?
If you hit 50, I've never had anyone roll that high. Highest we've ever had is 46.
Okay.
on.
Moment of truth. Oh my
Oh.
god.
It's a 40.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it was there.
Only a
Next time.
42 though.
There's moments,
Thank you.
Jax, where you look left and Isandra isn't there, and you look right and Isandra isn't there, and then you look left again and Isandra is there and was there. You just missed something. You can open up the door very quietly and peer inside. There is light coming from inside. There appears to be active lit torches inside. And I'm just going to put you all on a map. I've just put Jax and Isandra slightly ahead of the rest of the group, but, you know, it's more like... Oh, I didn't turn on my... There we go. Oh. I can drag you out, but I can't drag you back in. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys back in so you can see. It's gonna be very boring otherwise. There we go. There is a crumbling, cobbled area that looks to have once had a bridge leading further in and a set of stairs that must lead to some secondary entrance that are also collapsed. There are torches dutifully lit. And a figure sitting down who has not noticed you, humming a small tune, and they appear to be a dragonborn of the copper variety.
How high are the ceilings?
Quite high, as it goes deeper in. Right here where you are is only about 10 feet, but then this goes down another 10, 15 feet, and the ceiling remains about the same.
Alright, so about like 25-ish feet in height?
Yeah.
So like Isandra could comfortably travel above Jax while also maintaining past without a trace.
Yeah.
I think it's 30 feet, yeah.
Yep, you'd have to make sure you're like trying to stay right above them once you get to the lower area, but yeah.
Well, should we just have a conversation then?
I think we should perhaps get a better layout of the area here for the rest of the party and then try a conversation.
Very fair.
Having an escape route is probably better.
I always forget. There we go. You're free.
So, Isandra's then going to scamper up a wall at his earliest convenience and get above Jax.
Absolutely.
Aerial view. Aerial view.
How, do I think it would be able to be climbed or gotten across without using the bridge comfortably?
Yeah, you'd have to take a little jump, or you could, like, climb in and across.
Then, yeah, I would, instead of using the bridge, go over here and then try and still carefully climb down and across the little crevice right there.
Absolutely. That won't require a check or any such thing. You're staying out of the light, so no need for extra stealth or anything either.
So is this like an entrance back here, Zach?
Yes, it looks like there is an entrance into a further area. You can see a purple light emanating dimly from within.
What was coming down here when we were like standing?
Those stairs go upwards, which means they probably lead to a secondary entrance. But they're collapsed, so.
Looks like a very much one way in, one way out situation.
Mm-hmm. I think what Bell says, Miso, Isandra will climb down the wall as he's like talking, so he's not like shouting down at Jax. Like come back up behind her. One thing that does bother Miso is there's a higher part of this mausoleum, but those stairs are all blocked off because of the cave-in.
From here, you can get a better look at this figure now that you're not like 100-odd feet away. And they do appear to be undead. Their scales are dulled in areas, their teeth are falling out at different points, they're missing an eye.
I also would suggest that we probably try not to do any talking between the two of us. I mean, I could very well in conversation, but not with that, the rest of the party.
Fair. So are we looking further in?
Do you want me to check further in? Because I can. I could climb right over him and get in there.
Half of me feels like that's a really bad idea. Half of me feels like just getting a quick peek into the other room would be a good idea.
I could, especially to set off any initial traps if there are any.
Let's do that then.
Sure. Would you prefer to be near? Would that help you? Like maybe.
Yeah, if I stand around, like hide behind the pillar, maybe.
Okay. Sender's gonna stealth back up the wall to the best of his ability into the ceiling, and we'll try to go through here without making himself known to this undead.
Absolutely. Okay. Sneaking on and over.
Should we make another stealth check?
No. No.
Just gotta ask.
I think with a 30, you're safely through. 30 minimum or whatever. Peeking through. Make me an investigation check.
Got it.
Because you will see rows of columns and purple light coming from small lit braziers and various tombs lining the inside. One which is raised at the back, carvings along the walls. And we'll come back to that because I want to give the people outside a moment to roleplay.
Got any threes? Okay, let's try and play Go Fish.
Rondra is like half entertaining the idea, but also like staring at the door. He's kind of like half-heartedly throwing a card.
I'll put away the cards. I'm only messing around. How long are we gonna wait? Because what if something like has gone wrong and they can't come and get us?
No,
Rondra will find out if just go ahead, do it, buddy.
Yeah, I send a quick message, just being like, "Y'all good?"
Goes to Jax.
Yeah, we're doing good. Large main room, undead dragonborn is sitting at the end, taking a further look.
Gotcha. I will say, yeah, no, they're fine right now. Somebody's in there, though. There's not any disturbance at the moment. Undead dragonborn. Don't know what's going on, but I'll just keep checking in. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, because undead are never bad. Never.
No, but like, we could probably kill it if we need to.
I never know if how confident we are nowadays is good or bad.
I think that we are the villains in many people's stories.
Yeah.
Mostly the
That's
villains,
true.
though.
Yeah, mostly the villains. Yeah, that's true.
That's very true.
We did save a city, you know.
We have also, I think, probably destabilized several economies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's only more to come.
Well, no, well, to be fair, most of our money has only gone to one lady, so.
I know, but that's kind of that's my point.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did ruin a man's business by stealing 7 barrels of gunpowder.
When did you do that?
I also stole a barrel's worth of gunpowder.
When did what?
You stole. Oh, you're right. You did steal
I
that.
did it first.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
is it-
did, and then
oh,
you
is-
bought some later. That's right.
Was it before I joined? I'm assuming.
No, this was like 3 weeks ago.
Wait, what? When did you guys steal gunpowder?
3 weeks. I thought you were talking about on the boat way back when we were going over to.
No,
To
I'm
the
talking about
islands.
when we were at the Maker.
Oh, you stole their
also
gun?
Stole there.
You stole gunpowder from a god?
That's not the. He's not a god.
Wait, which
Well,
one? I'm getting mixed up. I'm getting mixed up now. I'm getting mixed up.
I jumped back
We-
inside.
No, gets confused.
Jax, this undead is humming, and then he gets up, sort of wanders over to one of the torches and checks it. Stuffs some straw into it. Comes back. If you want to do anything, of course, Jax, or if you want to move around, I'll grab you first, and then I'm gonna hop over to Isandra.
Is this statue large enough to conceal me and hide behind?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll have to be a little careful, but yes.
When he shifted to refill the torch, I would have scurried over here quickly then.
Absolutely. Isandra, you very quickly notice that the initial tiles to enter this place are pressure plates. They sit slightly higher than the rest.
Okay. But there's still like room or like places for people to walk that aren't the pressure plates.
Yes, if you just take a left or right pretty immediately.
Mm-hmm. Is there any indication of what that mechanism may be when those pressure plates actuate?
Shifting and looking around, looks like there's a stone slab that will fall.
Looney
Here,
Tunes.
doesn't
Okay.
look like there's much else trap-wise, but rather it just locks them in.
Sure. What are the carvings on the wall?
One moment. I must reference my notes. A series of different images on different stone plates are placed on these otherwise rather rough walls. Of strange creatures of different shapes and sizes, often mixes between different things that are familiar looking. Of a figure wielding a bannered spear under the moon. Of scores of people standing with sword and shield. Of a dragon coming down a mountainside. Of a great battle. And at the very other end of the room, they kind of converge, and there is this woman with the bannered spear stabbed into the ground, placing a crown on someone's head with one hand and holding out a box with the other.
Okay. Alright. And then, does this room end, or is there additional, like, doorways that are immediately available to Sandra?
You don't
Center.
see any other doorways in here.
Okay, so this is, to Isandra right now, looks just like it's kind of it.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna have him probably stealth back out.
Absolutely.
And rejoin Jax.
Jax has gotten nice and close to give you the benefits of pass without a trace, even inside the entrance of that area.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Pressure plates, there's carvings on the wall. I think it's telling a story, and I'm sure we could have, maybe Boone look at it, see if he can gather anything. Seems to be kind of his thing, but we do need to be careful when we're walking around. Kitty!
Well,
Special case.
that's good to know. I just had my eye on him. I don't know where he went.
Oh, so that's, reassuring.
My apologies. You definitely would have seen that, Jax.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry. You'll notice him kind of pull out from behind this pillar, come over to this pile, and rummage through a number of things.
What do you need?
Let's get everybody else then. Yes?
Yes. I do also, Jax, want to try to see if there's a way. We probably would have to take him out, but if there's a way to get up.
Hmm.
Can I shoot a quick message to one of them?
Absolutely.
Just another, how's it going? Any updates?
You receive nothing in return.
So which one was the maker again? Which? Okay. What did they say?
Guys, hold on. I'm gonna cast it. He's gonna cast another one, even if I know it's not gonna work.
This time it goes to Jax, for they have walked just back in range.
Oh, that's evil. Hey, you guys alright?
Hey, yeah, we're fine. We're coming back now. There's some stuff we gotta look out for.
Oh, do you want us to come in? I can do that. I can get us in there quietly.
You sure? Looks at Boone and Oakenhill, both in like very metal armor.
I'm pretty sure. Trust me.
Since we're already back here, do we want to just get them to come in, and we will be back here already? Since we're in a way in position back here, should we just have them come in and pull that attention?
Yeah, I'm sure that we can do that. I think that sounds good.
So what's
Then,
the plan?
I'll cast another
Yeah,
message
another
just to
quick
clarify. Like,
message.
yeah. You ready for me to bring him in?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
I'm just gonna make him invisible.
Oh, okay, that works then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna help so much.
I'm going to. Which one is the better stealth stat? Is it Boone? I think Boone has a +2 to dexterity, right?
I have a plus
I-
1.
I have a +1 as well.
Oh my god.
It's
We are
also
both
glowing.
the same.
Boone's also glowing. That's true. I will. I don't want to do a level 4. I'm gonna do a level 3 invisibility. To make both Boone and Oakenhill invisible. And because Boone is literally glowing, I'm going to give Boone a bardic inspiration.
All right.
And then Verandra's just gonna sneak in normal style.
Sneak in normal style.
Serving up normal
No, what's gonna
style
happen is
today at the mausoleum
Yeah.
entrance.
Boone's gonna get that 20. I'm gonna get awful. It's gonna be right. So Oakenhill will start trying to stealth in. So what is it? Advantage? So it's just normal now?
Yeah, you can all make me a stealth check.
Gotcha.
That's about right. That's about right.
There's a squeak on the door.
One that 20. Yep. Boone. No.
I mean,
Pretty good.
17.
O'Neill's new armor scratches against the floor. This guy looks up this way.
Am I being quiet?
Just sees a light glowing in, but no discernible source. What is...
This is actually what happens when Boone ascends later in the campaign.
What is this?
He talks.
Am I being quiet?
Boone, thumbs up. Literally invisible.
I'm gonna give a thumbs down.
I could do true sight and see that, but it's so much better than O'Neill can't. O'Neill sees him getting towards the bridge and will move away from the bridge. Really quietly.
Spirits, be gone of this place.
No.
There's a look of
No.
surprise on his face. No?
No.
I don't wanna.
What do you mean, no? Where's the sage? It's going south.
Don't try to siege me.
I'm going to
That's-
siege you. That's
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 very
not-
rude.
It's
Don't be
nice.
rude to a ghost.
I know your ancestors.
Dang, this only lasts a minute.
It's
In like
over.
40 seconds.
It goes. What do you mean you know my ancestors? Stop this spirits tormenting me. Think the afterlife would be easier. Starts pulling.
I don't
things
want
out
to
the
be
pile.
invisible anymore. I think this guy's nice.
Yeah.
I'll drop it. Actually, I don't
Hello.
need to drop it. It probably ends the second you say that.
Hello.
He
Hi.
turns back around.
Surprise, we're not spirits, we're actually people.
It makes a lot of sense.
Is this like a pillar?
Yes.
I think Sandra, as soon as he hears the rest of the party make themselves known, he's gonna scamper around like a spider.
Like on the pillar.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, he doesn't need to do this, but he's gonna be on all fours as he's like crawling around the pillar.
My name's Boone.
Ooh.
I'm O'Neill.
I'm Adam.
Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, there's more.
Bunch of
Ooh.
spirits.
Woe be on you who come to such a cursed place. Turn back now.
Why?
Or maybe stay for a little bit and then go.
You hungry?
No. Lost
Oh.
breath.
Okay, looks in the back, see if he can give anything to give him some amusement.
I am supposed to stop people from going further in and then leaving.
That's
How
like-
long is it?
We do that a lot. Ooh.
A living warning.
How long has that been your job?
It's been many years now, 20, 40, something like that.
Is there a, who are receiving those orders from?
He looks at you and he like raises an eyebrow, like the section where he doesn't have an eye.
Sandra's
Um.
dropped down on the ground at this point.
Mhm. By the one who made me like this, La Duca. Better to have a living, speaking guardian, he said. Better to have someone who could explain. He sits back down on the statue pedestal.
Okay. Why shouldn't we go in to the spooky place?
Because I will not be allowed to let you leave.
What do you mean? Like you'll trap us, or you'll fight us, or...
He nods. There's like a tremor in his lips. Where his lips would be.
I don't want to fight you, you seem kind of nice.
Thank you, I think I'm doing surprisingly well for being trapped in a cave.
Can you not leave?
No.
Oh.
What happened to those stairs?
Weather, time, and a robber.
I hate those guys. It's just like, why do you steal stuff from people? It's awful.
Okay, let's not lie to my cousin.
Oh, you know, he's actually... Boon, I think you could be...
We're
boss of-
related.
Possible. Distantly.
Oh no, I mean, like, don't you see?
Oh, you
Like-
too.
Through
no,
you.
well, I mean,
Through me?
yes.
Yes, and also Jax.
And
Oh,
also Jax.
No,
See, it's
no,
just
I'm
one big happily family reunion.
no, I'm
Happy
confused.
Wanted to come out as him, saying I was brother.
Here I thought even those of us who remained had long fled or died.
Okay, I'm confused.
Do you mean the Dragonborns or the vampires?
The Dragonborn. The vampires have set up shop for good, I think.
Yeah, I realized that coming home was going to be much more complicated than... It's fine. What's keeping you here?
My very being is ordered. I cannot move myself from this place.
Would you if you could?
I would have been gone a very long time ago if I could.
So- Can you repeat as Randra is strolling over?
He's like strutting.
There's
We
another.
are saying that if you weren't like bound, he's like pivoting towards Verandra. That you wouldn't be doing the thing you're currently being forced to do because you are bound.
Yes. Magic binds me, like words cast upon my skull. They rattle around and I cannot leave.
That's so fun and so silly. Name's Farandra, by the way. I just appeared. Nice to see you. Random, quick question. Does that magic keep you alive?
Don't know.
Would you like to risk it? Long story short, I can help you.
I would. But first I would like to meet you all.
I like that idea.
Sure, do you want to talk? I have some wine.
I have cards.
I haven't had any wine in a very long time. I wonder if I can taste it.
Red or white?
There's choice.
As Isandra like pulling out two full-size bottles of wine from the inside of his coat.
Red.
Okay. So, and he's gonna like tell the guy like the notes of the wine as he's pouring him a glass.
I fear a lot of this will be lost on me. He like drinks it down and there's some of it sloshes out the side of his mouth. Ugh.
Anything?
I can feel it. Can't taste it.
That's okay. I also get the twos at the point sometimes in the night.
Sometimes.
What brings you to a most dangerous place? Those who are caught having been in here or killed, you know. Alright, I won't tell. You'll stop me. Right?
True.
Can your creator like read your mind and stuff?
I don't know his full capabilities. But I can tell you he has reports from me. He visits every so often, asks who's been here, asks who's died.
No one survived this place?
I'm a capable warrior.
You do look really capable. What were you before you returned?
I was the ceaseless guardian. One of a few who stood before the monastery. The last few of us remained there, guarding the flame left behind, left with us, so we might have one. Many generations passed with us there. I was good friends with the people there. They are no more.
Thanks to your creator again, I'm assuming?
It was unexpected. We knew there was a problem. We did not know that he had taken on such a curse, nor that he had prepared a force of giants. Dead, rotting things.
Yeah, we saw one of those.
Yeah, well, we saw them.
I mean,
Which monastery? Which flame? Where?
We prefer to call it of the flame. Keep it simple. Easier to relate to, but it is to Tanignas. The flame embodied.
Oh, did you know Delia?
Delia. Did I know? Do you know?
I met her.
His face breaks
does-
into a little smile. And she lived. That's good.
She did, yes. She did beautiful things. I breathed fire, and she did very pretty things with it.
She was very young then. Must have been 19. Had just gotten her tattoos. We had great hopes for her. She survived, then the monastery survived in some sense. I hope others got out too.
Would you like to return there?
I would. I'd like to see it, see what became of it. Speak to the flame one last time, perhaps.
I imagine it's hungry.
Always hungry, but our flame. Cousin? Tilts his head a bit as he says that. He looks to Jax as well. Our flame cousin is different. They are fueled by something more meaningful. Always hungry, yes. But my flame is the flame of doorways and bridges, of understanding.
Mine is of comfort and story.
That is very good.
We're doing whatever we have to do to make sure that our friend here can go back to his monastery.
Absolutely. If you'd
Yes.
like, as well, I can give what was the name? Dahlia? I can give him a message for you.
Tell her Adern remains in some sense, though he is much changed, and that he misses her.
I'm gonna cast sending.
Absolutely.
And relay that message.
There's a distinct pause, and then you will receive back. Where?
Damn it, I hate sending because of this exact reason. You have 25 words and you chose one.
You just told someone that someone who helped raise them is still alive.
That's true.
Do you want to waste another spell? Or use another spell?
I have a feeling that we're gonna take a long rest sooner rather than later because of our position. So I will use another 3rd level spell slot. My last 3rd level spell slot. And I'm going to say, in the duchy, he's gonna make his way to your old monastery up north.
Shit, that's really gonna change stuff.
Oh,
That's alright, that's not in today's plan. We're good. You will receive back. I'll be there.
Damn.
But you can't leave, right?
No, that's not from. That's from Delia through
Yeah.
sending.
No, I'm saying we're saying this is like O'Neill's saying. You're saying we're going to take him to the monastery, but he can't leave.
No, you
Now he's
cannot.
gonna be able to.
How?
Ferandra will pull out a pair of silver scissors. Just do like a
You-
little snipping motion.
And you cut off their only source of why they're alive.
Well, we don't know if that's why they're alive. I'm gonna check.
If it is
But-
that my entire being is bound to a service of a monster who has bound me here to kill only, then I will die.
I can preserve the body for a little bit as well, if that does happen.
I'm sure that we could do that. I also would like to point out that it is very likely that he did die. I don't know if his curse works the same way, but chances are he was brought back to life for his purpose.
Yeah.
I
Well.
have been slowly changing.
Well, when you're ready, I can try to do something to keep you alive and stop all that servitude nonsense, but I can't promise anything.
You know, I think at the very least, we got to hear what you're doing down here. Do you want to know of us before we promise you to go restore that monastery? As he nods towards Boone.
I would like to hear of you all. Would you like to come into the further area? It's a little bit more dismal than this. We could stay here and talk instead.
I don't think that would be a good idea. My friends here can't really see, and that looks very dark.
Yeah. Then we will talk here, and you can go in, and when it is you want to leave, tell me. By my pact, I will come in, and you can do it then.
Well,
Just saying, Zach, your camera's also gone again since you changed. Please.
What the hell?
Say,
What the hell?
what?
What the hell?
I'll fix it again.
Mhm.
Thank you.
of course.
I don't even know how that happens.
Well, I suppose I made the offer, so I should probably start.
Yes.
My name is Isandra Legarde. Isandra is technically my middle name, but I just prefer to go by it. I grew up here in the duchy. I grew up in Toulome. Tragedy befell me and my family. There are only 2 children remaining. Our parents are dead. I am a vampire. I am created by Marceau Just. On the run, and I'm trying to make things right. I want to get rid of the origin of the problem.
You spark a hope in me. That things might return to some semblance of what they were. And I hope you find some peace in that. Something we taught is there is very rarely ever peace and revenge. But there is change.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, did you say Marceau Juste?
Yes, I did.
He was here a few days ago.
Did he take anything?
He nods. Which means something is going to happen.
What did he take?
He went inside and took a mirror from within. All the artifacts held within are cursed things, meant to stay there. The Di-Viscardis once guarded it with their families' lives, literally.
So he came in here and took a mirror. Okay.
What does the mirror do?
I would not know. I can tell you he kept it covered, though.
Thank you for telling us. That will help, I promise, in some way.
What little I know, I share.
I'll look around to the rest of the circle.
Anyone else care to share with me a bit of who you are?
I love to meet the family, but Jax?
I'm Jax. I grew up hunting and providing for my family. And I have now dedicated myself to art and helping people.
Ard. I know so little of Ard. Do our people still revere the flame where you are?
I mean, we have Boone.
And I fear, Jax, that there is something rather stable about you. Hunting and providing. All these people have looked to you at least once in the time they have been in here. Almost for confirmation. It seems you still provide. I'll look over to you, Boone.
Families come in many shapes and sizes.
So it seems. I see you mouthing mother over there. I can make that one out at this point. Doofuses. Well, they said they have you.
Oh, I'm Boone. I guess I'm a priest. I hail from Dormus, and my parents were from these soils. Oh, not these soils. Certainly not these soils. But from Sudan, and they are getting older. And they always spoke of home like it was something that was distant from where home was for me. And so I decided that I would go and find work in Sudan. And I have found work. And my parents have returned. And now I'm trying to make sure that this place I have brought them to, that they call home, is safe.
Hmm.
There are the mountain by which the ancestral spirits we call upon was attacked by Azamundus, and my parents have set forth to rebuild a small temple, as Garish's have come to learn should.
The past repeats itself, it seems. I come from those of us who stayed here in these mountains. Many of us traveled east long ago. Many more of us left this place to go and meet them when things got bad here. I chose to remain. Boone, it's a good thing you do if your parents and you are to make a new place. But I think we made a mistake last time. We split people. We split the flame. If you're going to make a new place, and you're going to the monastery, I ask you bring them together again.
I don't know anything about that, Ignis.
It's alright. Ignis doesn't know anything about us either.
Well, if they can be safe, and they're certainly not safe in the candles and fireplaces of Manor Black. I don't see why not.
It's a safe place. Yes, a safe place.
Except for one of them. One of them, I think, wants to burn the world.
Did you remember how I told you our flames are fueled by something more substantial?
Mm-hmm.
By emotion? Fear is a powerful motivator. One we should remember. Even if it's unpleasant.
I like that.
They all made it then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good. The eldest was at the monastery. It will be good for them to see each other again.
Oh, it's a family reunion. You should have said that. I'm down. I'm 100% game.
He has like a pretty soft smile across his face. He's just been enjoying talking to you all thus far, it seems. We have two others, I see. The one who appears from nowhere?
Howdy. You want
The
me to
other
go
one
open
who
you?
also appeared from
You can-
nowhere?
I can go, you can go, I don't mind.
Yeah, you go.
Okay, I'm O'Keneal. I'm from the village of Phyllises in the Surwood, not different woods. I kind of had a normal life most time. I have two nice parents. I have a grandpa. I was growing up to be the next like elder of my village. But basically every furball gets a chance to basically go out and see the world a little bit or help in their way. They're meant to do a task to help people. I joined the Knights of the Path Green, who was like a group of knights that helped around the Surwood and stuff. I think they help further out, but I just stayed in Sherwood because I like the Sherwood. Kind of scared of leaving the Sherwood. And eventually, there was a problem in my home with werewolves that we dealt with, but didn't go too well. I may have been a bit reckless and destroyed something, and it hurt me. And then things went really bad, like really, really bad. The artifact turned me into a werewolf. Stuff happened as me as a werewolf out of control that we'll skip over. And then someone from the Bloody Hunters found me and showed me how to control my curse. And I got sent to these guys because they needed help. And I've been helping them ever since.
It's a good lesson, Control. We spend most of our time at the monastery, most of the first 10 years, bringing people up, teaching them how to control their movements, their thoughts.
Yeah.
Their body, and should they be blessed with it, their power.
Yeah. I just wish I learned it a little sooner. I think there's a few people that probably wish that, but yeah.
But you're okay now.
I'm good now. I've been trying to do good since to make up for the bad that I did. So.
Do you think you'll become Elder Echo?
I hope so. But I think that's kind of a naive thought. I've taken on a lot of oaths and stuff, trying to help and protect these guys and the people we try and help. I can't just vacate those oaths. But maybe I can serve in another way, you know? Protect her or something like that. I don't know.
Well,
I would like to
wish
go
you
home
luck.
though eventually.
Just remember, motion to the couple of people around you, that, here, at the monastery, Zerga the Mantle was our elder. An elf, actually. Had a bit of a temper on him. Had a number of different problems, but he was very wise. He'd been around a long time and seen a lot happen. And I can tell you, the greatest reason for his success, if I can call it that, he motions to himself, is because he relied on a lot of people around him.
I like that.
It's much easier to do things when you have people by your side.
It's true. It's true. Okay. Roger, I think it's your turn.
Oh, all right. I'm I'm a lot of things, man. I'm wielder of the Singing Blade. Many people know me by Mr. Bellbottom, but a few know me as Ferandra. I'm Changeling, made by Asmundus, and, well, I don't know if you know much about how changelings are made, but at one point or another, I was in a very similar situation to you. People like to put, I call them strings, but chains, I think, is a better metaphor around people like us. Make sure that we do what they want to do, because in their eyes, we are theirs, not our own. And I had to live that life for about, I believe, 2 decades. But recently, within the past year or so, how long has it been? Half a year? Full year? It's been a while. I've been free. And even more free as of late. And though I am trying to make up for some past mistakes, I truly believe that every single person in this world deserves their freedom, and I'm going to see to it that that statement is true. And today that starts with you.
Thank you. I understand now how you understand. Huh. And that is an important thing to me, you see.
Indeed.
He like snaps his hand, like he kind of like flicks his tips of his claws against his thumb, and there's a little scratching noise, and a bit of silvery flame bursts from them. Understanding. I hope it is you're able to meet your goal. It's very ambitious. Ambition can feed a flame too, though.
I do too. But one piece at a time.
You two give me hope. For something never said, but that I can be okay afterwards. Go in then. There's naught in there but the dead and the dying. Do be careful if you touch anything.
Well, let's go then, I guess. We can all pull out his axe, ready to go.
I would be careful going in, Sandra says as he's approaching.
Keep your eyes.
There are pressure plates on the ground here. And he gets closer, not stepping inside. That probably set off some mechanism to crush you.
It's not fun.
Boone. And he looks over to Boone. There are carvings on the wall that I thought that you should maybe take a look at, see if you could gather anything. I could try to help you because I come from this area, but I think that you should lead the charge on that.
Okay. I've always been very well studied.
You're
confidently.
You're much better at gathering details and meaning, even if you don't know the content you're looking at.
Okay, let's stacks up.
By the way, feel free to call Bonnie and Swift in at any time.
Like
They're having
Pokemon.
girl time.
Just chill.
Having tea outside.
Jax. Ganil. So you're going to have to forgive me a little bit on this. My original plan was to mark specific spots with the drawing tool. The drawing tool is totally broken. It's totally fucked.
Oh no.
Oh, Zach, how are you gonna draw fire now?
Graphic design, it's your passion.
What
it
the
will only
fuck?
have one line on the board at a time, and the second you start to draw a second, it deletes all prior ones.
Yeah, I had that problem. Yeah. Okay, it was
Wow.
not just me.
Hey,
I
you
don't
tried
remember
using the
that.
stamp tool?
No. What?
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was
You
one.
could. What's it called? The stamp tool. You could like just look at the built-in tokens and just pop, place it down.
Oh, I could do that. I could just put down tokens where they are.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I have like generic tokens I can put down. Like literally just a color in a circle.
Yep.
Perfect. Because there's...
Oh no, they're getting chroma keyed.
So, what are we being wary of right now, Ishandra?
I don't know.
I cast detect magic, by the way.
You are immediately flooded by a number of things. very faint evocation from these. Not necromancy, but evocation. By a faint abjuration across the entryway. And across the different stone plates around the room.
Yeah, tread lightly, gang. This place is flooded with magic. Can I study that abjuration really quick, just to see what that is?
Yeah, if you'd like, you can come in onto the inside and just pull out a couple things to try and test it out. Oh, I've not released you, of course I haven't.
Freedom!
Sandra will gently grab the back of Ferrandra's shirt as he's speaking. We are going to be wary of pressure plates.
Yeah. Yep.
They're along the ground, and you may see, but maybe not you, I'm so sorry. You may see that there are places where the ground is higher. Just watch your step. Because even, I don't know how heavy these are, but even pushing your toe on it could set it off.
I should have gotten wings.
Loud, clear.
It would have been so cool. Okay, careful. Look for raised stone. Gotcha.
Did you want me to roll Arcana, Zach?
Yes, roll an Arcana check. I've just drawn a little, hopefully you can see this, just a little extra marker around the ones you would see in Hisandra.
I don't know if they continue throughout, so just watch your step. They might.
It looks to be structural enchantments for Andra, meant to make these last a very, very long time. It also appears to be on the stone, right at the top of the entryway, which Isandra had noticed would fall down.
Question: how does one give themselves dark vision? Because I have the goggles.
Oh, I probably left when I... Here, let me just add it to your sheet.
They're cool.
Fronder will say, well, it seems like a lot of the magic, besides the artifacts, of course, is weirdly aesthetic, though I would watch out for the tiles. I imagine that isn't going to be very fun if you step on them.
And again, as you go around the room, there's the same carvings I described before. Strange creatures, like a mix between two different kinds of things. A figure wielding a bannered spear under the moon. Scores of people standing with swords and shields. A dragon going down from a mountain. And at the far end of the room, behind this one raised, is the bannered spear stabbed into the ground and the woman putting a crown on someone's head while also holding out a box to them. One hand each.
Can Boone look for traps, like in this area?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Oaken will do the same way he is as well. Even though he doesn't know what they'll do. They'll look for traps, but...
Keeping an eye out, Boone, checking over things. You don't notice any traps? No, you would. Actually. Sorry, I'm dragging you up. Apologies.
Okay.
I should let you do that. Sorry.
It's okay. It's like, oh, found a trap. That's telekinesis.
Boone raises.
Trap detected.
Looks like there's a very simple inscription on top of each of these, which is in Celestial, and it's I don't know if you can read Celestial, but you don't think they're trapped per se, but that they might react with magic if it's cast in here.
I know. I better like call it a little bit louder than he usually talks, which is still pretty loud. I know spell slinging.
All right.
Dang it, I was just about to do that.
Yeah, I I've been
So
hiding
many
my bullet of
spells.
magic this entire time.
Okay, sassy asses.
We have to get in our bit.
I'm being genuine.
This first token represents a unlit lantern sitting on this one. It's made of a faintly bluish metal.
Don't touch anything because of the cursed artifacts. We don't know what is important
yeah,
and what isn't.
I don't just see lanterns and immediately light them. Boone says, like, trying to get his finger to stop being on fire.
Sparks.
What does my detect magic see?
Powerful necromancy.
Ugh, grody.
On the enter powerful necromancy.
Witch!
That one, O'Neil, is a vial of a deep black liquid.
Oakenheel will be smart, and will also cast Detect Magic on himself. His eyes will flash purple,
Certainly.
because he can do that naturally, because he's a furball.
You'll all notice this. There is a glow that appears around O'Neil on these.
Shit! No spellcasting! Fuck! This is not so much a spell, because it is innate with his species, so I don't know if that changes things, but yeah.
It's an innate magic.
Okay, gotcha. Oops.
But they dim again, and you're fine.
Okay.
And you'll see this much the same as what Ferandra saw, except on this you'll see in this, not on it, but in it, the liquid itself, you'll see powerful transmutation magic.
I found a potion with powerful transmutation stuff. Can I take it?
No.
Oh.
I don't think this is a place we take things from.
That's why I was
They're incredibly
asking.
cursed. That's probably like an essence of something, if not just very bad vampire blood.
I didn't touch it. We're okay.
Good. You cheated on the first and only step.
Boone,
Yes.
you've looked at these inscriptions on the wall, yes?
I saw a torch and I just kind of focused, and so I will look now.
No, it's okay. I understand it's your thing.
I thought that's what these were.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, they're around the edge of the room, like on the wall.
And Boone will begin.
Absolutely. The strange creatures and the figure with the bannered spear, the dragon coming down from a mountainside, the battle, and then at the front, the crowning.
Okay, I got dragon and I got a lady. Did I roll a religion or history check to try to figure anything out?
Yeah, certainly. See if maybe it matches up with any stories you'd heard before.
Oh, and Boone, there's carving here. Wasn't there one that also had like a moon overhead?
Yes, sorry, that's the lady with the banner spear has a moon overhead. Indeed.
There's a moon specifically, and that really glorious carving of her and her spear.
I am going to give Boone a bardic.
What do you... Okay. Trying to think about how to phrase this second, because Dimitri
No.
vaguely knows. Would any of this iconography or like depictions be at all familiar to Isandra,
Yeah.
who grew up not necessarily worshiping Saint Lucinia, but you know,
Near it.
yeah.
Yeah, you would recognize probably that one with the moon as Saint Lucinia, as well as definitely the main one where she is crowning, probably the first Di-Viscardi. Boone.
Is this his?
Apologies if you. I'm gonna get this info to him, and then I'll let you guys just roleplay. You remember being told numerous stories when you were young, and numerous carvings on different bricks and pieces of stonework. And the dragon coming from down the mountain is exceptionally familiar to you. Story of one of the old ancestors. Probably one of those stories that helped you form the idea that things like Kingstinger were related to you. Because your parents always called it an ancestor. Yeah, this is one of our ancestors. Specifically about a story of how your family, long, long ago, came together and came down to help a group of people who were in trouble.
This is us!
Oh, that is, and you know, Boone. I noticed a dragon, and that's also initially what made me think of you.
That's me! Well, not really. A piece of me.
A piece of you. These this lady and so well as Saint Lucinia, it looks like.
We stayed at her temple.
We did. And that is, I'm going to assume, because it's at, you know, the center, it is the last one, the most important one. I'm going to assume that somebody in perhaps the line of succession or the initial Di-Viscardi who is getting crowned with Saint Lucinia and a box.
Why are we back here? Let's go look at that.
Real quick, I'll tell you the other horribly cursed items that happen to be in here. There is a Cape in Pale Red by you, Okanil, and you, Jax. And a pale rose that is starting to bloom somehow right there.
What's the magic?
Enchantment on the rose.
And on the cloak?
And on the cloak... Evocation.
Gotcha.
I'm desperately curious to see what these things do, but I'm worried that if I even just touch them, it's gonna get real bad.
I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, but when we spoke to Darius, they said that the Duke carried something around with them, right? I swear, or am I being stupid? I swear they said they carried a box or something around with them, right?
I don't
No,
remember.
I swear, Darius, I'm just...
I mean,
The crown makes sense, but why would you give someone a box? He points to the thing of
I
Saint
mean,
Lucinia.
there's a bunch of random shit in here that is cursed. It wouldn't surprise me if there is either the box that was cursed or something in the box that was cursed. But if this is in a mausoleum, it has to be one of the most important aspects of your family.
My family?
Well, I mean, I'm talking about the Di-Viscardis.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't
It's
think we're
okay.
buried here. Okay.
Well, I mean, you know, the dragon, it could be an aspect of your family, but, you know, anyway. What if this is the ascent of the Di-Viscardis? And that box or anything else that is depicted has to be something that's important to the story. Because why would they just depict the box if it wasn't?
What is the
Not
curse?
just...
Well, what do you put
Yeah.
in boxes?
A couple things. I mean, literally anything. But I agree with you, Isandra. What I'm thinking of, though, why would Saint Lucinia give him a cursed box? I don't think these things have always been cursed. Something must have happened.
No,
If they did something wrong?
I agree that something probably happened. I don't know if it was them doing something wrong. But I don't know. See, I don't know much about Saint Lucinia. However, I also don't think that it is impossible that he was given a cursed box.
Why don't we just ask her?
We could, but also there is... What did you say that there was earlier?
Oh, like don't
there
cast
no,
magic.
Oh, yes, that.
Yeah, I use my thing to see magic, and the things lit up a little bit, not much, and then they calm down. So I feel like if we cast more powerful stuff, shit will
Not
go
I'm sure
wrong.
we could
casting
ask.
anything.
I suppose that is true, but I'm just also worried, you know?
You all have been standing up here for a bit.
I was gonna say, I'm looking at the sword and the helmet.
Yeah, there's a sword resting here, and a helm, and a thick layer of dust that covers pretty much everything up this way.
Is
There is a
there any magic?
definitively smaller bit where a clear marking of something vaguely shaped like a hand mirror was.
Gotcha.
There is also, on the far back, for those of you who are especially perceptive, the outline of a box in the dust that
Yep.
is slowly a little box, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
so, you know,
Are these magic?
So
They
the
don't appear to be.
box is most likely what the Duke got from here, right?
maybe or at least somebody in his family that is in power.
I'm just wondering. The one thing we don't know is what caused the Duke to become a vampire in the first place. What if it's the box?
It could be. I don't know if it's precisely the case, but it is something that helps the Di-Viscardis get in power, and they are vampires, so it could also be about vampirism.
Then what would the mirror do that's on the same level as something that causes vampirism?
I don't
That's
know if
scary.
it's on the same level, but it's something powerful enough that the Viscardis maintained it.
Yeah. Is there any magic coming off the helmet or the sword?
No.
Still not touching it, but
Hmm.
Are these flames?
They are little purple flames glow in tiny braziers.
Are you hungry?
You speak to it, and it says, "No." Are you?
ooh.
It's flabbergasted.
Yes, hungry for information. My friends are very confused. I, of course, am not, but I wish to provide them with guidance.
We have been lit for a very long time. We have seen many pass through here. Most often they give their respects or bury another. This has not happened in 40 years.
Makes sense. I don't think they're going to be coming back anytime soon. Not to bury anyone.
Why is it that they bury them?
They die.
Die?
There's nothing else to keep them lit.
Ah. Have they all lost their light then?
No, they've found something else to... Well, it's... They're not... They don't need
wood or cloth to burn. They need people.
People make putrid flames.
It is considered by many putrid. They're not all putrid, though. Very good word for a fire. Wow.
We have heard many words.
Do you know what was in the box?
The box was brought here when we were first led. Within was what would cause calamity. Sealed by the saint. Guarded for all eternity. It is upon the shelf.
It's not.
All the flames in the room flicker.
Whoa. What did you do, Boone? What was that?
He'll reply in primordial because he's just.
Yeah.
How can you understand my model?
Okay, I'm talking, just trying to interviewing with the flames by a vampire.
Gotcha.
What was so? There was calamity. Were they supposed to guard it?
Forever.
They didn't.
They must be. It must be returned here.
Into the mirror?
They flicker again. Shows your true self.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we get the box back, or do we need to bring it back here?
Here has always been safe, but it is not any longer. It must be placed somewhere safe.
I'm going to say a name to you and you're probably not going to know it, and it just is really funny to me because we met her at a party, but Delia has no idea how much we're counting on a monastery up north.
I wish you luck, Warm Flame.
Do you like it here?
It is all I have ever known. All we have ever known.
And Boone will reach into his backpack and pull out a torch and rip up some of like the oil slick linen around off the top and just give it to this flame.
The moment it enters in, it burns away, and there is a jutting, like the flame jumps 2 feet or so, then lowers back down.
Was that good?
Delicious.
I'll bring you more.
There's sort of some kind of... It's fire noises. I'm going to have to practice my fire noises for next time, clearly. But it is some sort of affirmation of this.
Boone will switch back to common. We have the fire's approval, and that's literally the only approval I've ever needed in my entire life. We're bringing the box to someplace safe. I have decided we are bringing it to Delia, and all of our bets hedge on the monastery being reformed.
I'm so sorry, what box?
The box.
The Duke's box.
Yeah.
What's so special about this box?
Causes calamity or something, the fire said,
It
right?
causes calamity. It
What?
contains calamity. That this family was supposed to protect it. It's gone.
Oh,
And so your suggestion is to
They said it's not safe here anymore. We have to find a safe place for it.
Right. Okay.
I guess it doesn't have to be the temple. It's just what I thought the monastery, you know.
No,
it's
I just wanted clarification on what you were saying, Boone. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I kind of did just make a quick decision there. But it says it contains calamity, and that's not good.
Your calamity's
and
bad.
the mirror just shows you your true self.
If it's cursed, I bet it does a bit more than that.
Oh,
Well, I guess it depends on your definition of true self.
Magic is a fickle thing. It tends to be quite literal from time to time. Curses tend to make them even more literal in the way you don't want them to be.
That's what we need to get then. We need to get the box. From the
A
Duke.
box. And I also would just like to point out that 18's currently on her way to Marceau, who has that mirror.
Yeah.
We need to get moving.
Yeah.
She's back.
Well, let's unless we got more to do here. I am curious about what this is, but I don't think it's too important.
I could ask.
You could. I could also inspect it. We could do both if you want.
Okay. Hey, what about the sword and the helmet?
They are symbols tied to the first Viscardi.
Is the first Viscardi right there?
Yes.
It's a coffin.
It doesn't really look like one, it's just the right size and shape. The decoration and what's sitting on top make it almost look like a quickly made table that was then decorated.
Mm.
Do you think the fire would know what the other things in this room are?
I can ask. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna ask. I'm sorry to continue to bother you. What about the cape, a bottle of nefarious liquid, an unlit torch, and what am I missing, everyone?
The cloak.
Pale rose.
And a pale rose that seems to be about to bloom.
All cursed things brought here. The lantern can capture a soul and use it for nefarious purposes. The rose takes control of those who hold it. The spirit of some lost fae. The cape was once held by a powerful warrior who fell into despair. His spirit rests within, and it will push you to more and more extreme action. And the vial was brought by a mage who only said that one day we would need it.
What? Boone, can I ask a question?
Of course, subject. I don't have monopoly.
What did the mage look like?
The mage was of a... Oh god, I have to think about this for a moment, sorry.
It's okay, we're literally interviewing a lamp right now. Like, anything you could give us is impressive.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell would they know? The mage spoke in soft tones that held a great responsibility on their shoulders. When they spoke, it was as though they knew what was to come.
Hmm. If I was to touch, not the liquid, if I was to touch that vial, is it gonna mess with me? Would you know?
I do not know. You must simply be careful of the artifacts within.
Isn't Asamunda's going to have his sword with him?
We could.
Are you guys talking about this in Primordials?
I think we can switch
I
the
like
comment
that.
for party accessibility.
Yeah.
Accessibility, yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're getting at, and first of all, I love it. I will, if you'd like, I can look at it to see if it's gonna do anything nasty to whoever wields it. I'll be honest, that liquid, I'm very interested in that vial now.
Oh no, we're
Yeah.
starting the foot in the door of we're going to. I don't know if we should take anything because then it justifies us taking everything.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's touching that rose.
The cloak kind of sounded tempting, but I'll resist.
Nah, being
I would just-
possessed or charmed is not on my retinue.
I would especially. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of these artifacts, if we're successful, which we will be taken over by the Tenignan Monastery to guard.
That's true.
There's going to be like more than like 4 people there, right?
It's
I
what we
don't-
call a later problem.
Is that there's something we can work on, I think, ad infinitum, but I don't understand these things, I apologize.
It's fine.
I don't think we should take anything. Period.
Spoil sport.
I agree.
I agree, but the potion does sound that having something that can just take a soul to deal with Azamund just sounds too easy.
I'm also worried if we take something out of here that would make our time span that we have to do these things drastically smaller. It is already pretty small.
That's true.
Because we're already going to be causing a big stink by getting rid of him, Ardun. Let's not create a bigger one.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we do after this?
like right now after we leave this room, or? Well, first things first, we're gonna make sure that guy lives.
What if that's not an option?
We're gonna try.
We could try. I agree, but
If
yeah.
it's not an option, we have to move on.
Yeah.
Well, I think if it's not an option, we release him from it. At least if you can do that, because he said he doesn't want to be in eternal torment. You know.
That's what we're gonna try.
Yeah.
We gotta get there first.
We just
But I think that we're not asking in specifics. I mean, after we move past the mausoleum.
We need to get moving towards thingy immediately. Yeah.
Yes.
Moving fast.
We need to regroup with people.
Yeah.
When are we going to regroup with Celia and stuff?
I believe we said we were gonna regroup at the path's convergence up north, close to the manor.
Have we got time for that?
I don't
Or
see
should we?
why not.
We could tell you could send a message and tell them to head straight to thingy and we meet them at thingy. I'm just worried of Isandra's sister getting there before us, with that mirror being involved and stuff. I don't know what Marshall, I can't pronounce his name, has planned. You know.
That is a good point because you're going up north and we're pretty close to Lenayan, where Maso is.
Yeah.
At the very least, far closer than them. Would have to travel around Larking and back down.
Yeah.
We'd simply just have to go west.
I was also thinking, nobles headed towards Toulome, right? And may know that the Guardian might be dead. So that might also put time crunch on as well.
I think we might be further ahead.
I just mean if we spend time going north to regroup to then go down, in that time, Marshal Juice could find out that we killed I already forgot his name. Rodolph. I was gonna say Roland for some reason.
And see, I'm struggling with this because there's no telling.
I would say that we.
Turns.
Oh, hey there.
Indeed. You must not worry about what it is you cannot control. Instead, worry about what you can.
Oh, you haven't met us. Okay.
You okay?
I'm alright. I saw the flames flickering. Very strange.
You were made to defend this place for how long?
Ever.
No, how long have you been here for so far? I mean.
I've lost track of time. It must have been at least 20 years.
Okay, and when you came here, do you know what items were here?
There were more or less items, but by the time I was brought here, the box had been taken.
That's what I wanted to know. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely the box.
Yeah. Well, in regards to where we're going next, if we want to put it to a vote, I say we go to Marceau. We're
Same.
closer. It's easier. I can send a message telling where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, if we want to regroup, I think that's also incredibly smart.
I agree with heading straight to Marceau.
I do as well.
Then I do as well.
It doesn't help, but I abstain from the vote. I'll explain why.
Of course.
I don't know what fight is for us at Marceau's Manor. Liz is also there.
Oh,
and
shit.
So the reason why I choose to abstain is because I think that it is... I love it here, and I'm sure that we could maybe get her off the trail if we just tell her to get off the trail. And so I don't think she's in as much danger as I fear she is. But that would require letting her know to turn around and find some place to hide. And so I think that would decrease the chances for urgency or the need for urgency and allow us to regroup and face that fight with Marceau and maybe lessen the mix.
But I'm just putting another point. If anything that doesn't turn up, that will also point out that something's wrong to Marceau or so. You know? But he already knows we're here, you know? Surely he's planning something.
So, Zach, I'm going to ask a really stupid question and I don't know how to phrase it.
Go for it.
So, where was Group B heading to?
They were heading north. They were going to check the Collector's Hall and then the monastery, is what you would ask them to do.
How many days travel would it take for them to get back to the crossroads? Or we said
They've probably just started heading out to the monastery. It's probably 2 full days.
Okay. How long would it take for us to go to the crossroads?
2 and a bit days.
Okay. And it's like if we left right now.
Mm-hmm.
How long will it take Etienne if she's traveling from Toulome to get to Lannion, where Marceau is right now?
She had a horse. She was going to travel by horseback. It would take 1 day.
Okay.
But she did delay it 1 day, so she would be arriving this evening.
Great. Okay.
Which is right about now.
Yeah.
Sick! Stop it.
Quit that.
And I don't even think that even then we wouldn't beat Etienne to Marceau's manor.
No, you're right. I just worry with how the later we are, the worse I feel it's gonna get. I think I'm just a little paranoid.
We need to get her out of there right now.
Okay. That is settled. Where we going?
Okay. Let's get moving. First, let's help our friend.
You're a priest, correct?
No, I think you. Okay.
I am a priest.
Come with me. All of you, but especially you.
Jax is also a priest. Very different priest.
Onion.
You can come and try. No reason you can't. He's gonna come over to the one with the dragon coming down the mountain. He sort of like sits up on this to make space.
Boone follows him and sits on the other one.
You know, join here.
I'll sit next to Boone.
Sure. This is a piece of holy connection. And he presses his hand against the dragon on the wall. I told you. My fire is like doors and bridges. It is understanding. So too can we create a door to somewhere nearby.
I just learned how to. Are you gonna?
He nods. But I cannot do that right now. I cannot let you leave this place. Nor can I. Now look to Ferandra.
Okay. Alright. Are you ready then?
I'm ready. Do you need me to do something? Should I stand?
Well, first things first, this is going to be some pretty powerful magic. So one, I'm going to need a little
this
help.
room.
Two, we are surrounded by runes that I fear are going to explode or something.
Do not worry, they will not harm you.
Very well. Boone, I need your help, if you'll indulge me.
Okay. Always here to help.
Of course. The way that I see Magic Boone is very... It's like strings coming all tangling together into some kind of object creation, the thing that the magic represents. And I see undeadness, necromancy, as a tangled knot. It's very hard to cut someone loose from that control without cutting out their very source of life. I am going to try my damnedest to focus in, try and sever that thread while keeping what he is alive I need you to make sure he has something to keep him going, at least long enough to get him to that monastery, just in case. In other words, I need you to do the thing you are best at, and that's keeping people alive. And I will give him a bardic if he needs to roll anything.
One moment. He takes a step back and he pulls out a torch. And around the base where like you have metal bracing together all of the oiled ropes and linens, he'll pack like clay around it and inscribe like with like in like the loose wet clay, and will inscribe doors and gates in Draconic? Sure.
Certainly.
And then he will breathe fire on it.
The surface crackles and hardens a bit, especially on the side where the fire comes out of your face.
The torch lit, he will pass it to his cousin.
He'll hold it. Flames for life. And he'll look over to you, Jax, as well, and say, Priest of Ard, I don't know much, but I know they're a death god. Can I ask
Ard
for your blessing?
Of course. Use this as an opportunity to just be yourself. I can tell you're a good person. Have that passion, that motivation, and help people like I can tell you want to. And you may have not been able to control it, but you can still make up for any harm or pain you caused.
He nods. I'll take that to heart. And I think before he gives the okay, he's going to look past to Isandra and Okanil. Say, he raises the little torch. He says, to change one way or another.
The change.
And then he'll give you a nod for Andra.
Alright. Can you lay down for me? Makes it a bit easier.
No, sure.
Frandra's going to loom over him for a moment and pull out his scissors and his thread, which he will have sort of mixed and wrapped around each of his fingers on his other hand. And if he thinks it's going to give him a better chance, I'm willing to burn a 6th level spell slot to cast this spell.
Certainly. Oh, yes, Jax?
Well, can I tap Ferandra on the shoulder and cast Enhance Ability Charisma?
Certainly. Faint glow falls over you. Please continue.
Ferandra's eyes will go whiter than normal. And he will begin to cast the spell. He's going to try and pick and piece at the strings to find the thing that's keeping him alive and find the thing that's controlling him and get rid of the thing that's controlling him, rather than cutting it all out at once.
Pulling through the different strands that appear around you, they're all tightly knotted together, quite like what you described. Pulling around like they're holding something in. And you're just trying to find one to release him, rather than to release everything. I want you to make me 2 checks for Andra.
All right.
I want you to just make me a general charisma check first, for which you'll have advantage because of enhanced ability.
Gotcha. Oh, let me do that now. Oh.
A deep breath, muttering the words, remembering what you've done thus far. You're able to pull and parse through, and you can feel your energy against whatever magic is here. It's dark. It's familiar. And now I want you to make me an Arcana check.
Gotcha. Just because I know we're getting closer to the end, I want to use my inspiration to see if I can get better.
Please do. Always encourage people to just use the inspiration.
Yeah, 24.
All right, still 24. You find it and carefully snip. And there's only one other thread that you accidentally nick a little bit. You don't cut through it, you just weaken it by accident. And he blinks as the spell begins to unravel around you. And he gets up. The words are gone.
Can I tell what I nicked?
Kind of looking at it as the spell starts to fade away. It's just one of these many threads that's holding something in.
Gotcha.
Something big happens, it'll probably snap.
Gotcha. He'll begin to unwrap the twine around his fingers and put the scissors away, and he'll say, I did the best I could, and I think I did a good job, but be a little bit more careful. I feel you do something too much or something too much happens to you, you might lose that thing that makes you tick.
He nods. I ought to begin going to the monastery. But first, let's send you where you need to go. I'm going to need you all here. The priests, feel the flame, feel the reason, feel what feeds you. And the others, I need you to tap into what it is that is driving you towards this action. You can focus or link hands, whatever makes you feel more connected. And he'll hold out one hand to his right and place his left hand on the mural.
Boone will take the hand that's to the right and hold out a hand, his right hand.
Sandra will take Boone's hand. In his he's taking his hand. And then he'll hold out his other hand.
How can you all take Sandra's hand and then also take Farandra's hand, I guess? Keep the chain going.
Farandra will open one up to Jax.
Jax will take Farandra's hand and then place her other hand on the wall next to his.
And he nods at you with some approval. Think now. Feel it within you. What drives you? What burns? What keeps you moving even when everything else seems like it's going to drag you away? He closes his one eye. And there's a faint silver line that appears around his hand in a circle on the mural. And I have one more roleplay prompt for you all tonight. If you would like to answer it, you may answer what it is that your character is focusing on.
Candles to keep back the dark.
Certainly.
O'Neill just thinks about protecting his loved ones. Pictures of probably like all the party flash. It's like his grandpa, his parents and stuff. Just protecting.
Certainly. The circle.
I think.
Oh,
Sorry.
you please, actually.
I think because the end has gotten a bit clearer to Sandra. I think he's thinking about like finishing the cycle, like killing Laduca, getting revenge, killing Marceau. A lot of these feelings are sharper, a bit more precise. Like he has targets in mind, faces in mind. So the feeling is, I don't know, probably a lot more intense than it's ever been, especially in close proximity.
I think for Jax, it's a lot more broad ideas. The idea of hope, family, companionship, mostly.
Something together.
And Brandra is once again thinking about freedom, but specifically in this moment, he is thinking about the freedom to choose to do good and the freedom to stop those who use that choice to do bad.
And the little silver circle will shift and form around the dragon, creating an outline of it, shifting across and forming the scales clearly, which were not clear at all before. It all begins to glow. Adern says, "You all burn very brightly. Some of you sharply, some of you warmly. I fear there is a pain left for you all. But first, do what you must." He steps back from it, and the silver light remains in the shape of the dragon on the mural. It's fairly large. Certainly large enough that you could fit through, though it's not touching the ground precisely. Pass through quickly before it closes.
Jax will immediately get up and try and go through.
You climb through and you'll roll through on the other side. On the edge of a river.
Make it there before your church burns out. I've got questions for you, cousin. And Boone will dive through.
Let me do that. But the last bit of there is lost as you pass through.
It was nice meeting you. I don't think I've ever been excited to help people before.
Glad you are.
You'll step through.
Pass through as well, and you're all next to each other, don't worry. There's no mishap here. As you come out next to the river in a very open area, there's a road nearby.
Rondra will put a hand on his shoulder and say, "I'm happy to give another person the will to choose. And normally I have to give them this shtick to do the right thing. I don't think I gotta do that with you. I trust you."
No. I understand you, friend.
Good luck out there. I'll climb through.
Oakenhill probably just nods, and like a bit of a bow to a certain degree, and then goes.
He returns it as you pass through. Next to a river and a road, you can see far in the north the mountains, and near to the south the walls of a relatively small city.
Yeah.
And that is where we will end our session for today. I hope you all had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
thought, I really thought we would have to fight that dude, and it'll be painful while we fight him. I'm happy.
Yeah.
It was a
I'm
possibility.
really happy we didn't have to.
No, we did the exact opposite of fighting him.
I have a feeling he would have cooked some of our asses, literally.
I can't wait till he shows up in another campaign. He feels like the kind of person that's gonna show up again.
Oh yeah, I'll probably use him again.
I might use him.
Go for it. Now that you've all confirmed that he lived, because of course him living wasn't determined either from the start. There was a lot of things that are changing on the fly through this, which is my favorite kind of session.
Mm-hmm. I got when Delia got mentioned, I got a message from Dima in all caps that says, "Tell her Phoenix Eternal on our side will be crazy."
Yeah, I was like, damn, she would totally go there if you told her that. I didn't plan for that. That's okay, that's only her problem.
One of your growing up father figures that you thought had been long dead, they're alive!
They're alive.
Surprise!
Well, thank you all for coming and supporting me in this way. I'm glad you had fun. Thank you
As
to
always.
everyone who popped by over the stream for supporting in that way. And we'll see you all next time.
Why? What?
Bye.
Boy.
It was confirmed in the chat that Dust is the biggest